Hello students, we shall start coordinate geometry. In class 10 you have already learned the basics, but still since the new beginning let us revise all those concepts once again. So what we know from class 10, class 9 and 10 rather, is that there is a system where we have two axes perpendicular to each other. This system is called rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, the point where these two lines meet is called the origin. We denote it by O, not 0. Okay, on the right side of the horizontal line is called the x-axis, right? So right side you have a positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis. You all know these concepts. This is positive y-axis and this is negative y-axis. Okay, so this is my coordinate system. Now as soon as you draw this system, the whole plane, so this is the screen over here, right? As soon as I draw this system, so let's say this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. As soon as I do that, what is happening now? The whole area or whole screen has been divided into 4 parts, isn't it? All these 4 parts are called quadrants. You have learned this concept in class 9. Quadrants. How many quadrants are there? 4. How shall we number them? From this one. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is the 4th quadrant. That means we travel this way. Okay, in the first quadrant your x is positive, so this is x, so this is x, this is origin O, this is y, this is x dash, this is y dash. So in the first quadrant your x is positive, y is also positive, so this is positive comma positive. In the second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. In the third quadrant x is negative, y is also negative. And in the last, that is the fourth quadrant, what we have x positive but y negative, isn't it? For example, 2 comma 3 will be here, minus 2 comma 3 will be in the second quadrant, minus 2 minus 3 will be in the third quadrant, and 2 comma minus 3 will be in the fourth quadrant. Alright, so these are all basics that we have already learned in class 9, right? We are just revising it today. Now after this we have to learn the concept of coordinates. Coordinates means a point is normally written like this, isn't it? Suppose 4 comma minus 5. So the first point denotes the x coordinate, and minus 5 is the y coordinate, isn't it? X coordinate, y coordinate. Now this x coordinate has an alternate name, and that name is called the abscissa. And the y coordinate has an alternate name, and that is called the ordinate. Okay, so now if I take a system and try to plot a point, so let's say this is my system and I am trying to plot this point over here. Suppose I have plotted this point over here, suppose 3 comma 4. Okay, so what is my abscissa then? My abscissa is 3, abscissa is x coordinate, and what is my ordinate? My ordinate is 4. Now try to understand this concept. From the x-axis, this is the line, isn't it? This is the distance of the point from the x-axis. How much is this one? This one is 4, because this is 1 2 3 and this is 1 2 3 4, like that, isn't it? And from the y-axis, this distance over here is 3. So basically what is abscissa? Abscissa is the distance from y-axis, right? I hope you have learned this concept in class 10. Abscissa is the distance from y-axis, whereas your ordinate is the distance from x-axis. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. All right, so these are the basics that you need to know, and now we can go to the exercise and solve two questions, the first two. So what we'll do, we'll go to exercise 4 and I'll tackle question number 1. Question number 1, where will a point lie if its ordinate is 0? They are asking, if its ordinate is 0, where is the point? So we know ordinate means y coordinate. So if a point has y, we don't know about x, but its ordinate or y coordinate is 0. So where it will be? If I draw a system, it will be obviously y value is 0, x value can be anything. So it will be on this line only, right? X can be anything, but y will be 0. So the point will lie on x-axis, isn't it? Similarly, if I say its abscissa is 0, so let's say abscissa is 0. Abscissa 0 means what? Abscissa is 0 means your x is 0, so point will look like this. So this point, if I try to draw in the graph, your x is always 0, y can be anything, so these will be my points like this. That means these points will lie on the y-axis. So if abscissa is 0, it will lie on the y-axis. Okay, this is all conceptual, no need to remember anything. Just if you remember the concept, then it's very easy. Now let's go to question number 2. The question number 2 says, very easy, in which quadrant will the following points lie? 2, -7 will lie on which quadrant? If you try to plot 2, -7, so it will be on the 4th quadrant. Next is -6, -8, both negative, on the 3rd quadrant. Next is 4, 5, obviously both positive, 1st quadrant. And finally -8, 11, negative, positive, will be on the 2nd quadrant. Okay, so these are the questions that you can solve, question number 1 and 2. Now let me give you some homeworks here. Please try to solve these questions. Question number 1, what is the abscissa of the origin? Okay. Number 2, what is the distance of 4, -2 from x-axis? Number 3, what is the distance of -2, -3 from y-axis? And last, number 4, what is the distance of 3, 4 from the origin? Okay, let me go through the questions again. What is the abscissa of the origin? What is the distance of 4, -2 from x-axis? What is the distance of -2, -3 from y-axis? And what is the distance of 3, 4 from the origin? Alright, so please try to solve these questions and show it to me on the next class.